Shalom traders, today is the 17th of June 2026. It's 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and right now I'm in a live trade on the ESU6 contract. I'm gonna show an example here of a Black Sun strategy. So right now I'm short at 7600.50, and we found support here around yesterday's low. Let me use the arrows. Right, so we found support at this liquidity level and yesterday's low, yesterday's settlement. We have buyers taking us up above VWAP. We have this pullback here, buyers reclaim VWAP. VWAP is that dashed green line right there. Sorry, not the dashed green line, the solid green line. Right, this is London's VWAP, and this is the ETH session VWAP. Excuse me. So we're pushing up into liquidity. Buyers are taking us up above all of these VWAP levels here, right? Strong buyers pushing us into this liquidity level right here. We break above, we get a small pullback, we retest the ETH VWAP. VPOC has now moved up to this level here around, let's see, let's get an accurate 75.95.75, right? So you can see I just got my first partial right there at 75.92.50, right? So my trailing stop is active right now. It's at 75.97.75, right? So we have buyers taking us above this VWAP. We retest this ETH VWAP right here. And we have strong buyers into this Camarilla R3 central pivot higher time frame buying climax level, right? So we get sellers to the top here. We have 135 stop run buy stops. We have 47 iceberg sellers right here. We have 12 iceberg sellers, not much iceberg sellers, and we have another stop run here of 30, right? So let's just go a little closer. Zoom in here. So this is the setup trigger, right? So we go into this rejection or resistance level, right? So this is a golden pivot zone. This is London value area high, central pivot, Camarilla R3. That's a golden pivot zone, central pivot, and Camarilla R3 is in the same zone, plus the buying climax, right? So we have a heavy buyer right here. Let's check how much contracts delta that is. So we have 485 buyers. We have liquidity to the top side as resistance. We have another push of 139. We start to get the stop runs. At the top here, we get sellers 73 contracts. That's not a trigger as yet, right? Because the contracts is not enough. I want more than 100 contract sellers, right, before I enter this trade. So I want sellers to respond. And +2, this is the +2 upper deviation, right? Let me just try to highlight that. This is +2 upper deviation. This is 0.25 upper deviation, right? The VWAP upper deviations. So you can see we hit that 2.5. 2.5 is the sweet spot for a rejection. This is what I have noticed, right? So you get the rejection, you get the sellers here, 85 contracts, then we get 166 contracts. So this is my trigger entry right here. As soon as I get that, I'm in the trade at 7600.50. The stop was 7603.50 right here, right? Right, so we get a little pullback. Buyers get exhausted. So let's go into the minutia of that a little bit. Let's go in here real quick. And I want to get to the live trade as well, the live price action and order flow. Right, so we get this, hold on, right. So we get this rejection and exhaustion from the buyers here. Sellers take control immediately, pushing us below this second upper deviation here. See, I'm highlighting that right there. Buyers attempt to get back up, get rejected. We have the consolidation. You can see buyers making their attempt, sellers taking control, buyers make their last stand, and sellers take control, right? So we start a breakdown. This is VWAP right here. Get my first partial right there. Hold on. Right, and now you see my 6-point trailing stop is active right there. That's coming down, coming down. 6-point trailing stop. I have one more right there. This is a 8-point partial. This is a 12-point partial, and then I think my take profit should be somewhere down there at about 20 points. So let's see where that is. Right, so it's actually just above this liquidity here at 75.80, right? So we're trying to get our full take profit. Let's see if we get that. As we can see as well, volume point of control is migrating to the downside. Right, volume point of control is actually just at my stop right there. That's that light blue line coming down. It's around 75.89.50 at the moment. Strong seller, seller still in control. Buyers try to push back up, and it's really simple. It's just really retracements, right? You can see in the order flow where you get these little retracements, and it's a lot more detailed than a candle, right? Like a candle chart, you won't really see these little, you just see the price action, which is that white line in between there. You just see the price action, the candle going up and down, but you're not really seeing exactly, like right now I'm seeing buyers are taking control by buying at the best offer, right? The best offer is that red line right there, and the green line below it is the best bid, right? So when you see like here and here, these buyers are attempting to hit the best offer, so they are getting aggressive, right? You can see here they're starting to hit the best bid, right? Sellers are hitting the best bid. And let me see if I could open that a little more so you could actually see that. Right, so you can see where it's actually hitting the best bid. See, the best bid is coming down, then they're hitting the best offer, the red line, and the white line is the price, the actual price that they transacted. So you see sellers still taking control while we're pushing to the upside. Buyers get exhausted. Buyers still putting up a little fight, but they hit the best offer up here, but they can't maintain it, right? And around this liquidity level here, ETH low, we get like responsive buyers, right? So they're just responding to the level, but sellers are basically taking control right now. All right, so let me just pull back out again. All right, so you can see that consolidation happening there. We could get a push up into my stop loss, which is right there at London value area low. Right, trailing stop has moved down a little more to 75.88.50. And what we need now is a strong push into that liquidity on the bid to hit my target. All right, they're getting absorbed right now. And that's the responsive buyers. You see the previous buyer was right here, absorbing sellers, but I don't think they have enough muscle right now to absorb these sellers. Sellers are definitely in control. 299 contracts here, 104, 300 and 72 on this one, and I got my take profit, right? So that was the trade right there. It's a black sun strategy. I just showed you how I get my entry trigger, where I get my entry trigger, what I'm looking for at certain levels, like the Camarilla R3 and the central pivot in the same zone, plus the buying climax, which is up here. Let me just go back a little bit. All right, pull this across. All right, so heavy buying, seller response, buying exhaustion, sellers take control, first take profit, second take profit, full target, and trailing stop was trailing all the way down till this point right here, right? Golden pivot zone with a higher time frame resistance level, right? Monthly value area high as well, right? Yesterday's VWAP. All right, y'all, so that's the Black Sun strategy. Y'all trade safe and stay blessed. Shalom.